Grandpa and Grandma came here in the 20s sometime, and at that time it was just about all forested land. And so they started clearing the land in one corner and built a home, barn, the buildings, and they milked a few cows. I was born in 1931, and so it was already a working farm at that time.
We have a picture in the milk house of John's mother and a bunch of the neighbor ladies. They're out in one of these fields out here putting up loose hay with pitchforks in their dresses. That's how they worked in those days. And I just love that picture.
There was a creamery in Dungeness yet, and I think some of the shippers shipped to that one, but there was also a creamery across from the Clallam Co-op in Sequim. And then there was also a creamery in Port Angeles. Quite a few of the shippers shipped to that creamery in Port Angeles. And there they bottled it, made ice cream, cheese, powder, everything. And they had milk routes, you know, that went through town and delivered milk.
The children on a farm is what's one of the most beautiful things about being on a farm. It's raising a child or children. We had our daughter Susie here, and she loved it. I mean, she's still to this day, she's a farmer's daughter. I'm not tired, don't change my love for you.
Yeah, we've been debating, you know, that this may be our last year of having beef cattle. It's getting to be just too much work. Can't keep up. And what we do after that, I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet.
There's still a few young people that are farming not too far from here, and I personally am hoping that maybe they could rent some of our land for their purposes, you know, because I hate to see them go out until they have to.
Well, I'm sure some of it could be used to take and grow, you know, fresh produce and whatnot, but there again, that becomes labor intensive. You got to find somebody who's younger than we are to take and grow veggies and, you know, those type of crops. This has always been the age-old question around here, trying to find some cash crop, you know, that you can grow to make some income off of. We tried throughout the years. We grew Canadian field peas for a cash crop. Well, at that time there was an outfit called Olympic Seed Company in Port Angeles that used to contract the peas out. It was a pretty good crop to plant, especially when the land was cleared. That was the first crop they'd put in. But as time went by, well, they went out of business, and so there was no longer that option. And we tried growing beet seed, and that didn't pan out. A bunch of us farmers got together and we grew fresh peas for the fresh market. Well, they went into frozen peas in the Seattle area. We bought 5 combines and 5 tractors that take and harvest those crops. And after 2 years, everybody got paid except the farmer. We never got a dime out of it. When I graduated from high school in 1949, there was about 150 dairy farms in the valley. Maybe more, including all the small ones. And that now has dwindled down to, well, last year it was 6. I think now it's 3. Part of the reason was, you know, land became valuable enough that they could make more money selling real estate than milking cows. The other reason was overproduction. As the herds got bigger, you had to add more cows to make the same amount of money to pay the bills. So then you got overproduction, and so the price kept dropping. It gets worse and worse. The more milk you produce, the lower the price goes, and the lower the price goes, the more you add cows to make the same amount of money. It's just the way economics works. And it finally gets to the point where your price is so low, you got to sell out. You just can't do it anymore. So then enough people sell out, and then the price will slowly start to creep back up again. And then that government buyout that I went out on, that came along, and that was a good time to bail out.